Um, hello, hello.
All right, Mr. Zyves. Um, it's been a minute since we talked. Since we
Good week.
talked, so let's get into the week for you.
Okay,
So,
well, yeah.
okay. So, Hunter wins the HOH, much to your dismay.
Mm.
Um, kind of like, how did you feel when he won? What did you like campaign to him, or what you think was gonna happen?
Mhm. Well, when Hunter won, I had already knew that he was at least he had some idea in his mind of targeting the vets, and I knew Robin was going to be one of the vets because he's friends with Robin. So I was like, ooh. And then he's like following his bestie Dre's footsteps of like refusing to speak to anyone. So I was like, ooh, double homicide. Like I don't know what's going to happen. I was like 80% sure I was getting nom, but I still had the 20%. Um, I wanted to like at least talk to him for like maybe 2 seconds. He could at least like, hey, that's like this. I'm not sure this is his first org or like what's going on. That's usually like normal. Not it's not always, but like at least for like the earlier weeks, kind of like normal HOH protocol. Like if you're about to nom a bitch, you like go up to them, let them know like, hey, I'm about to nom you because this, and this. No hard feelings. Da 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 da. But it was like just total radio silence for him. And I was even more upset by it because I had like came to him beforehand, like hours before he met the noms. And I was like, girl, if you want to talk at all, we can like speak. Um, you know, I was honestly going to try to get him to get into like the VC with me, the little VC server, and like try to convince him that's an Nami. I don't remember what I was going to say, but it's going to be convincing. But it didn't work, and it led to where we're at now. So when it was me and Hex, I was like, "Ooh, child!" Like, because it was like a double whammy. It was I was on the block. What? No, it was triple. First of all, Hunter's bitch ass should not be here. I'm still going to stand by that. Girl, you shouldn't be here. But now you're here. That's one whammy. Then you win H-Twitch. That's the second one. Then I'm up on the block next to Hex. Like, girl, I was really fucking over it. Oh, yeah. And then I got the punishment. Like, I was fucking over it, bitch. I was mad as fuck. I was like, send me the fuck home. Like, this is sickening. So I was like, in my head, like, I wasn't fully giving up. I had like 90%, 95, 96, 7, 8, 9% there. Like, girl, get me the fuck out of here. Um, But then, yeah, things took a turn. And here we are now.
Okay, so let's talk about the auditions this week of, you Nathan gets in, gets a little sponsorship, which he talked to you about, and end up getting a punishment. So, how did you feel about these things?
So I was happy Nathan got the thing. Swan had initially asked for the coins. I was like, girl, I don't want Swan to get it because I just know Swan was at least at that point in my head, he was in really good position, and I didn't need him to get more power. But he asked, and he gave me tokens. So I was like, girl, I guess I give it to Swan. But then Nathan swoops in and spends all his fucking tokens, I guess, to get this little power. And I'm wondering, did Ty give him the other 50? I should ask him that. I'm surprised I haven't asked him yet. Like, where he get like, did he spend all his tokens, or like did Ty give him some tokens? I don't know. But yeah, Nathan swoops in, and that's good. Cause I'm like, well, I also like, no, Nathan would tell me because I told Nathan last week. And so I asked Nathan like right away, and he like immediately told me what it is. And then the power he got, it's like all right power. It's like it's still like somewhat like it's a pretty like crappy power. I say in comparison to the other two powers that have been gotten. Like, Hex's power, which is just the safety, which is really cute, and then my power, which is like turn the entire game on his face this week's like that's a obviously pretty powerful power. His power, it's like it could work, it's fine, but it's nothing like too crazy. It's not like you like can will too much power just with that little twist. So I'm kind of happy about that. I didn't really need someone like Nathan having all that much power. Like if he had a coop, I'd be like, ooh, child, like what the fuck are we about to do now? And so yeah, I think that was cute. And then the punishment, I'm fucking pissed about the punishment because like I'm happy I stayed, but no one but Hex and Glenn know about the punishment. So that could still be an issue in the future. And it's like, so best case scenario, Hex guns for this HOH wins it, and then like I can just like know I'm safe and I can like lose his punishment. Like the punishment is still definitely gonna be an issue. Uh, Especially if you like go lower and lower, like my vote becomes more important. If I don't have it, it's like, what am I here for?
All right, that's very interesting. So speaking of your power, because there was a lot of back talk when you received it of what am I going to do with this, and this is so useless. How are the feelings now?
Um, well, uh, hmm, much to say, girl. It's like when I first thought. Okay, so I think I initially said one of my other lab DRs, I was hoping for like a power bitch. I wanted a coup. I wanted Siri to come in the game and play for me on my off days. I wanted something, girl. I wanted three H races in a row. Like I wanted something really powerful because I had saw Hex's safety and I was immediately like, "Oh, girl, I want safety too." Since she got safety, let me get safety so I can be safe, bitch. And so then I saw that power and I was like, "Well, that's not immediate safety." So like now I'm kind of mad, but like I guess I understood it could be like used in certain situations. In my head, I was just like, that certain situation, I'd be like so conditional, I wasn't feeling it. But then little did you know, lo and behold, won't he do it? Somehow the power is like perfect for this weekend. It's like turns out great. It really turns the game around. So thank you whoever made that power. Shouts out to you. Love you, Alyssa. I think that was her power.
Crying a lot. It was. She used it in 7, and they successfully got their target out. So very
That's funny.
interesting. Um. So okay. So going into the week, Hunter nominates you, you and Hex, and obviously, I'm sure a lot of like panic is setting in, having to like be on the block with like your friend. So kind of going into veto, you saw the veto draw. Nathan, Swan, Blaine were chosen. So like, what were you kind of like feeling at this point as far as like your chances of coming off the block, who you wanted to win veto, and all of that?
Mm. Yeah, when I saw that, I was really gagging. I was like, "That's literally like the perfect draw." Like I was like, "Ooh, things look like." At that point, I was kind of like, things starting to look up because like that's really insane that we somehow got that draw. Um, it was really just like it was really like I really think God was on our side. Like Robin had prayed over me a couple days ago, and I think like he played himself because I think God really was looking over me when he did that little video draw. Um, because in my head I was like, Glenn is calling peace obviously, and he's going to use it on one of us, which would make my power have use. That's the main thing I need is a video used, and then Swan in my head Swan was going to throw, but then mind you, Swan almost got double my points, so that shows you the type of player I am in terms of comps, girl. But yeah, I was like Swan's going to throw, so I was taking one girl out of the running, and then Nathan, I got to pick Nathan. I was like, either Nathan throws, which I think he did honestly. Either Nathan throws, which takes another girl out running, or he like goes for it and he plays it on me. So it was just like really, really good. Won't he do it?
Okay, so there was a lot of like talk in your alliance over like who should come off the block, and seemed like there was some drama over this because they felt like without your vote that you needed to stay on the block. So how did you feel about that?
Yeah, it really was kind of a shitty situation because I was just like, had I not got this punishment, I would have been kind of pissed at like Hexler like ran full speed, full force, full throttle, and they're saying, "Oh, Glenn, when you win this, if you win this veto, save me because I don't talk to anyone." I'm sitting there like, "Girl, so because you don't play the game, I got to stay on the fucking block. Like, what type of sense does that make?" So I was kind of mad that she did that immediately. But then I was also like, realistically, and I told him this anyways. I was like, realistically, I can't be like, "Girl, take me off" because I don't have a vote. And if we're gonna make a big move, especially with that veto, like if I were to use the, if I was like to use the veto of Solace to like attempt to save sex, and then like I come off the block myself, and then I also don't have a vote, it's like I'm basically just like playing Hex. Um, and so like I understood like Hex is going to come off realistically unless me or Nathan won it. But then I'm also mad because like now I still don't have a vote though, so it's cute that I stayed, but now like this vote's still gone, bitch. So what am I about to do? So I'm about to figure it out for next week. I'm praying uh either Hex or Nathan wins or something.
All right, very
And yeah.
interesting. So Lynn ends up winning the veto and using it to pull Hex down, and so kind of walk us through like why you ultimately landed on Danielle to put up next to you.
Mhm. So I was initially like, bro, fuck it, I'm gonna put up Hunter's ally Dre because that'd be the gag if I like, got your an ally out under your HOH, you dumb bitch, you should not be here. But then I kind of brought that to the most bomb pussy committee, and Lynn was immediately like, well, girl, I don't know if you should do that. You should like do Danielle. And I had thought of it, thought of it. Oh my goodness, I had thought on it, and immediately I was like, that does make more sense. Like Danielle, she talks to less people apparently. That's a much less risky play. I think it's just like an easy out because like Danielle, who does Danielle have like for real? Really no one. So I was like, okay, let me just pivot from Dre to Danielle. And honestly, I do think if I did Dre, it'd have been a much bigger move and it probably would have maybe like much more eyes on me for next week. But I do think I would have had a chance to say against Dre too. Just because like apparently Dre also doesn't like feel the girls on in on her plan. Like I think I could have got Swan and Leah to vote for Dre easily, but yeah, I did Danielle.
Okay, so while being next to Danielle, do you have any concern over the voting period that you could have been leaving or confident in your votes?
I just never think in absolutes. I'm never like, ooh, I'm staying absolutely, or ooh, it's rap for me absolutely. I always keep hope and or a little bit of gloom, regardless, just because like I'm just not that person who ever thinks like absolutely 100% this, 100% that. And so like I knew logically it made sense for me to stay for like most people's games from the information that they had. I knew obviously I had those 3 votes in Nathan, Hex, and Blinn. And I knew that the main 2 people, or at least for me, that I really had to get were Leah and Ari, or not Leah and Ari, were Swan and Leah. In my head, though, I did have some doubts. Like, what if Swan and Leah are like, ooh, the vets thing is the issue, so let's get Zyves out and then like worry about Robin later. But then in my head, I was just like, if they do that, then they're obviously gonna piss off like Blinn and Hex, and I think they know that, or they know to piss off Hex at least, and like we're all in an alliance, so like there's no point in doing that. I also like low-key save Swan's life, which is another thing. I think I honestly, in my head, it was like either if Hunter wins his veto, it's probably wrapped. Like it's either we just like he doesn't use the veto and we one of us goes home, or like I have to blow up the house and I gotta reveal Clash's Angels to Hunter and get Blinn on a block or something, child. But apparently, even this in a scenario in which Hunter still won, I think I might have been able to stay because like immediately Robin had ran to me and was like, "Ooh, I want you back to Swan," and I was like, "Ooh, well, okay, girl." Um, let's say like he said that in a scenario in which I don't have the power, I'll be totally fine with that, and I think I would stay against Swan because I think I would have obviously Lynn, Nathan, and Hex again. Then I also have Danielle, Dre, and Robin. I forget the question, but like, what was the question?
Just basically like how safe you felt during the voting.
Oh, I felt like semi confident, but I like just never. I'm never fully confident. So 80%.
All right, period. So going into this next cycle, are you gunning for this HOH?
The thing is, like, even if I gun for an HOH, it's still getting 5th place. So I don't know, girl. Like, I think I could win the HOH. I think it would be better for me if someone like Hex won an HOH and then like did my dirty work. Not my dirty work, but like the Alliance's dirty work for us. Because one, I want to get this fucking vote back. Like if I go for HOH, then I'm going into final. If I win HOH, I'm going into final 9 without a vote, and that's just like unserious. Whereas if someone else does it, then I'll get my vote back. And then also, I'm trying to work on Robin and Dre still to some extent. Like I don't think they fully understand that. I'm like, I know I got like they don't know I have all their tea yet that I know of. So I'm like, if I could keep on playing dumb, which has been like my main strategy so far, just like playing dumb in girls' faces, acting like I don't know like the tea, like what's really going on. I do like know most of the inner workings of what's actually happening. I think if I were to win HOH, I'll basically be exposed now. Like, yeah, I know that you Hunter, I know that Dre, Hunter, and Robin are all aligned. You know, that would kind of like ruin the farce or ruin the facade of that. Um, but I don't know. Like, I'm still deciding. I'm going to see what the HOH is. If it's something that I think I actually have a chance in doing, then I might do it like it's like a slide puzzle or like I'm trying to think of what I'm good at. It's not much. Like I don't know. If it's something I think I could do, then maybe. But like if it's something I know it's like rap for me, I'm not gonna try that hard. I'm trying to like pray for the best.
Crying. Okay. So, well, if you don't win, what do you feel like would be some optimal outcomes for you, and who do you not want to see win as well?
Mm-hmm. Optimal would be um optimal for me would be Hex for sure. Hex one, Blinn second. Even though I don't think Blinn's winning because I still in my head I feel like Blinn's still trying to play like this little middle thing where he's like everyone's friend and I'm not with it because girl that's what I want to do. So get the fuck out the way. So yeah, Hex first, Blinn second, Nathan third, I guess. And then I'll be fine with like a Leah win. And then after that, I'm kind of like, like a Swan win, I guess. But like, no, I'll be fine with a Swan win, honestly. Because after I feel like after I like literally saved his life, he owes me. I think he knows that, and I hope he would like feel that way. I think he'd be like willing to keep me safe next week. I'm not necessarily like the only 2 HOHs that I definitely don't want under any circumstances would be like Robin and Dre. Dre's still trying to play in my face, acting like her and Hunter are aligned. And I'm scared, like, if she wants HOH, Hunter's gonna be like, put up like, honestly, I don't know. Cause like the thing is, I still don't know if like next week Robin and what Robin, Hunter, and Dre are thinking. Because in my head, they had like two options. It's either like we're still going to gun for Swan and probably Lynn, or it's just giving let's just try to get the vets out again, like the non-Robin vets. So yeah, I don't know. It's a lot to think about, girl. I don't know. We gonna see.
All right. Should you happen to win HOH, who do you think you would put up as nominees at the moment?
I put up Hunter's stupid ass because, like, why the fuck has he not spoken to me since he's nominated me? Didn't speak to me when he was nominating me. Like, didn't say anything to me, even though I said, "Girl, if you have anything to say, come speak. You know, come speak on it. Let's speak." Didn't say anything then. And then noms me, doesn't speak to me at all. And then when I use my little power, still doesn't speak to me. But apparently he's running from 101 to 101, trying to get me the fuck out. It's like, bitch, fuck you. You should not be here. Like, this case y'all forgot. Hunter should not be here. He should be fucking home. Like, it's cute. Okay, I'm actually so happy that not Clash. I'm actually so happy that this all turned out like perfectly. I feel like maybe God does exist because the fact that like this all happened is kind of like it's like wow. It's like okay, you got your second lease on life. That's cute. That's fine. You're back in the game. But then for you to get the HOH and get me out when bitch you should be out, like that's unserious boots. And so I feel like the fact that it's all turned out so well and this HOH just tanked. Like I don't know. I feel like it was meant to happen. Like it was like divine feminine, like something from above made that happen. So yeah, Hunter would be going up on the block because fuck him. And then probably like Dre or maybe Robin. That's the main thing. And then another thing I'm afraid of is like, let's say I put Hunter and Dre on the block and then Robin wins Veto and Veto is one of them. At that point, I'm like, ooh, I'm about to renom. Because I'll be talking to Liari. I try to convince him that we need to be like allies. I'm not going to nom Swan. I can't nom Blender, Hex, or Nathan, obviously. So it's like, ooh, girl, at that point, if it's those three, I don't know who I'm going to nom. If I have to nom someone, it's gonna be like a breaking of some relationship. So yeah, which is why I want Hex to win.
Very interesting. And with the auditions this week, what do you think your strategies are?
So we're saying we're gonna put it on me, the vets. What's her name again? Most Bomb Pussy Committee. The Most Bomb Pussy Committee. We're saying we're all gonna just like funnel our tokens into one girl. Right now I'm thinking of Leah. I feel like Leah. To me, like Leah's also kind of playing the middle, but to me, she gives me more like real than Swan. I feel like Swan is very like hey to like everyone, where I feel like Leah's more kind of like ugh, like she I don't know. She gives me real. Like I don't know. She seems real to me. And so I feel like if we give it to Leah, she would be like thankful and she would like tell us the power. And I kind of trust Leah more than Swan, honestly. Um, and so probably Leah. And if not Leah, then like I'll keep the tokens to myself, thinking like go away, bitch. I don't know. Inflation, they can lose their value. Yeah.
Very interesting. All right, so let's go through your house guests and let's see kind of like where you're standing on them at this point.
Mhm.
And you know how how are you feeling about them in the game and whatnot. So
All right.
Miss Ari.
Ari. So Ari, sorry, I'm sick. Ari's kind of like not a pseudo ally, but I feel like Ari and me. But Ari's kind of playing how I want to play, basically, somewhat. Where it's like you kind of under the radar ish, like no one's really worrying about you. And, like everyone likes you, but like you're also not doing too much, at least in the beginning. I do like Ari a lot. We talk like so much. Like that girl loves to talk, so do I. It's like we talk like a lot in our DRs, but it's all personal. I feel like we have a good personal connection, but there's no like real strategic bond between us yet. And I think before I can consider her like a real ally, I feel like there has to be like some moment or some point in which just like, okay, girl, we're locked in the game, you know? And not just like, you're talking to me about your job. I'm telling you about my Halloween costume. Like, we actually have to like work together as a team strategically. So like, yeah, I like Ari, but I don't fully trust her yet in a game sense.
All right, Miss Dre.
Dre, a friend of Hunter is an enemy of mine. It's like, girl, I like Dre. I don't know. She's cute. But like, once she plays in my face, because she knew Hunter would put me in a block, and then she wanted to give, oh, I don't know who Hunter's gonna do, but like he's like logical, like it should make sense what he's doing. And then he put me on a block of explanation. Like that's not logical to me. So that's your friend, that's my enemy, you're my enemy, girl. But then like if she wants to situation does not me, hey bestie, love you. But yeah, Dre can go.
Hex.
Who?
Hex.
Oh. Girl, like she's fine. I don't know. Like it'd be up and down, hot and cold by Katy Perry with her. I like her, and I appreciate the approach, or I somewhat appreciate the approach she takes to the game. At least in the beginning, where she was just like, "Girl, we are vets. Let's get power." I'm like, "Period. Let's do that shit." But then I feel like as the game goes on, she does more and more things that kind of annoy me. Like the whole Nathan thing, I already vented about it in my DR, but I'm gonna vent about it here now. Like the fact that like everything I was saying in terms of me telling Nathan my powers made like complete logical, realistic sense. Like Nathan said, well, Nathan didn't give me coins. But in my head, Nathan gave me coins. So I'm like, let me tell Nathan what the fuck my power is because he gave me coins. And I would look crazy if I didn't tell him what my power is. And I'm also trying to build like a bond between Nathan so he can like trust the three of us a little bit more. So I'm like, let me just tell Nathan my power. And I explained this to Hex. Then Hex want to give, why did you tell Nathan your power with the skull emoji? And like, if you want to just do, why did you tell Nathan what your power? Question mark. Okay, I can explain. I can let you know. That's nothing. The skull emoji. Okay, like I feel like you're attacking me. Like I feel like you're playing in my face. You're like, no. So I was kind of mad about that, and I felt like it's condescending. And then like automatically, once I responded to it, she's had to like act like I was the issue. So that annoyed me. And then also like refusing to talk to half the house is like that's not cute. Like no shade. It's cute when Celeste does it because Celeste's allies are like Rymelia. Like you got me and Lynn. That's it, girl. You had class. She's gone. So you can't just like not talk to half the house and expect us to pick up the slack of that. I told her today, girl, get up off your ass and work. No, I don't have to work anymore. Get up off your ass and work. Like she's cute, and I would like to make a far with her as far as possible. But like I'm not about to. It's not about to give undying loyalty when I feel like I'm. I feel like some of the things she does kind of annoy me. But that's still sister though.
Crying. All right. Hunter. Although you said a lot.
Fuck him. Who's next?
Crying. Leah.
Leah's cute. Um. So with the Liari thing, I was actually being serious at first, and then I started joking. For like let me make a meme out of it. But now I don't think they're the same anymore. So I'll like put an end to that rumor. Leah, she's cute. Like I feel like to me, Leah and Ari are very similar still. In fact, we have good social, but now I feel like we actually have some strategic connection as well with the alliance, which is kind of like honestly kind of don't trust them fully, mostly because like they didn't want to name the alliance. Because I felt like they didn't want to be the girls to name the alliance. Because like if you name the alliance, bitch, you're the alliance. Like that's your alliance. So they're like, girl, let me not name it. I was like, let me name it. But I'm not gonna name it nothing serious since we're playing. Let me just name it the alliance. So like I don't know, Leah's cute, but like um I could definitely see us working together, and I really appreciate this how like stern, like to the point she is. Like that to this day that well, me and Nathan are burning out time regardless. Period. It was the period that gagged me. It's like I feel like the end of your sentence is so important. The period gagged me. The skull from Hex upset me. It's like the end of your sentence tells all. So I feel like she's standing on business. She's real. So yeah, I love Leah, but she's also friends with Swan. I'm kind of scared of Swan, so if she needs to go, she can go. Her boots.
All right. Nathan.
Nathan, I like Nathan. I actually do feel like Nathan said my DR today. I feel like Nathan's a much better player than he tries to give up. Today, my DR, not my DR, oh my goodness, in my one-on-one, he was like, I feel like we're slowly becoming a, what did he say? Let me try to find it. Basically, like, we're becoming like, not a final two, but become very close. Like, oh, I'm becoming his number one. Like, honestly, he's not my number one yet, just because he's still like kind of unserious. Like, to run into my DR and being like, me and Danielle are trying to hit it off. Like, I get that it's funny, haha, but bitch, I'm on the block and I'm a little bit crazy, so you can't say shit like that to me and expect me to like slap it off. Now it's like, girl, I don't like you now. Like, how dare you say that to me? So like Nathan's cute. I do think he's a lot of strategic benefit. Um, but like, yeah, he's definitely third on my trust rankings for now. But I do think there could be like long term goals with him. So like, low key, I really do love Hex and Lynn. I think me going to the end with them is not going to be good for me. Like I'm obviously going to lose against Hex and Lynn. I'd obviously lose against a winner, and then Hex is Hex. Actually, I might be able to win against Hex now with Wishing and flopping, but at least Lynn. So, but yeah, if I were to get like if Nathan were to take me to the end, or like we were to work together towards the end, I think that'd be a cute little story. So yeah, I like Nathan.
Okay. Robin.
Robin's so weird and phony, and it's like I feel like all you got is the phony button. Like you gotta lay off that and press something else. Like you need something. Like you need other tricks. Like he's just like a clown that like has that one little balloon dog, and that's all you got. Like girl, give us something else. Like I don't know. It's very unserious. It's very like it's constantly fake. It's constantly phony. Like bitch, you a magician. One trick. We saw the rabbit. We see the rabbit. The rabbit's there. Okay, the rabbit. Like move on. I don't know. It's just always very clear how farce and phony he is to me. That's just the word of the day for him. Phony. Like you're just phony, girl. I don't know. Um, I do like him. I do enjoy talking to him, and I do appreciate him praying over me. Uh, yeah, but like I'm never gonna take him seriously as an actual ally in this game. But I think it's quite the opposite. I think he does like consider me. Well, maybe not now that I did that little shit on him, but I think beforehand he obviously did like see me as either someone not to be scared of, and so he like willing to give me information, or someone he could trust. Now at this point that I did that shit to him, he might be like, "Ooh, Zeev like issue. Zeev's an issue."
Are you there?
You're muted, Slimy.
Sorry, I think you cut out near the end there.
I'll cut out. What was the last thing I said? Because I don't remember. Oh, because now you're cut.
Let me hold on.
Hey, y'all. Shout out to the event.
Well, some people say you didn't, so we'll move along. So Swan.
Summary of Robin was just basically he's Phony Boots. Swan. Swan's like up until this point, I feel like I don't know. Like Swan has tabs, and he very awesome. Like that's the main thing I was saying in the beginning of the game. I need to find the newbies that have tabs. I need to eliminate them. Swan is very obviously have tabs, but like he's also like, girl, if it's obvious you have tabs, like 3 weeks in, do you really have tabs? So I feel like a part of tabs is the fact that you can like hide your tabs. Like his tabs are out in the open. We all know you have tabs, like immediately. So it's like now that I'm thinking about it, he might be like a shield. I really did like I've saved Swan's life basically. So I think he should have indebted to me. I think there could be some loyalty through that. But it's also like Swan is also very obviously the type of like wants to play with everyone or wants to be as like stretched out as possible. I feel like he wants to give like anti teagues. It's like if you with everyone, you're not with me for real. I'm still trying to figure out Swan. One thing about him that made me like reconsider the way he's playing is the fact that he like gun for Veto, or not gun, but he actually like maybe he didn't gun for Veto. I'm just so bad that in my head getting 23 points is gunning for it, but it looked like he was trying to win a Veto. So it looked like he was trying to win a Veto. In my head, like if he won it, I think he would have used it on me. So it's like maybe you do trust me for real. So Swan, I'm still kind of like I don't fully know what to choose, but like I think for now you're like a benefit in my game. But then down the line you might have to go.
Right, and finally Glenn.
Glenn, I don't know. That's a little weird friend. Like he's cute. No, he's cute. Honestly, Glenn, like what did he do? He won a Veto. So Hex is gonna win a veto anyway. I feel like Glenn kind of he goes from like pissing me off real bad. It's like, oh, hey Glenn. Like the first week shenanigans of trying to play the middle. Like, now, if you're trying to play the middle, play the middle. But then trying to force us to play the middle, like we can't all be like you got to stop. Like the fact that he did that really kind of fucked us over and like gave the newbies and plus Robin the ability to set up the dynamic of the game, which kind of got upended week 2 when Clash won, but then it kind of got upended when Clash got eliminated for racial slurs, for racial epithets, and so it's kind of like I go from like hating Blinn to like talking shit on Blinn. Heck, one wants to be like, oh hey Blinn, hey bestie. Like I like Blinn. I do think he's loyal to me because honestly, I think he's loyal to me because he knows he can beat me in the end. But I think Blinn is like a really good ally to have. I think he's a good ally to have, but he's not necessarily a good ally to keep. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna. If I have any say in it, I'm not gonna let like Blinn get to like the final like 6 or something so he can like comp out. But yeah, I like Blinn for now.
All right. Well, thank you, Zyves. That's all the questions I have.
Okay. Shout out to the evangelicals for holding me down. And yeah, bye.